Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Greg Furman and these are the market positions for October the 11th, 2017. Now our first trade for tonight is going to be again in the Forex market. We're looking at still buying British pounds. This time we're going to do it via the Canadian dollar. Now last night or yesterday we were trading the British pound in New Zealand. We've had a big spike, so we're going to continue to sell the commodity currencies against some of your main currencies, the US dollar, the British pound, etc. So when we look at this, our key VantagePoint level 164.98. We're closing at 165.21. We haven't been able to close above this area in the last 4 trading sessions. You can see that the market is just closing above this VantagePoint 18-day predicted moving average. Our neural index is higher for the second day in a row. Our short-term predicted difference and our strength indicator is breaking above the zero line. And we have the medium term crossing over the long-term predicted difference in the opposite direction in which the market's been moving, which is again a leading indicator. Our zero line, we're still holding above that. A bit of a concern is the crossover in the predicted MACD, but our predicted RSI is starting to recover here as we're retaking that 50 level. So when we look at all of this, guys, what we also want to make sure we're doing is checking those individual crossovers. Our short-term crossover, which is still a very important crossover, is crossing back to the upside off this newly formed trend line that intersects with the 164.25 area. So all stops must be below 164 on this particular trade. When we look at our long-term crossover, again, a very important crossover here. It's still to the downside, as is our long-term crossover, but you can see that the blue line is starting to move back up. So from here, guys, all we have to do is go into that all-important daily report to basically fine-tune the day's range for where we want the market to come to so we can buy it. So for tomorrow, we're looking for a pullback to 164.58. We want to keep our stops around 163.85. We're then targeting all the way up to 166.07. Potentially a big move here, but ultimately, if this trade can turn around, our upside target would be close to the 168 level. Now our second trade for tonight is going to be in the U.S. consumer cyclical sector. We're looking at the Skechers U.S.A, the SKX stock. Now what we can see here is that this stock is trying to push higher. Now we've closed above the key VantagePoint 18-day predicted moving average at 25.32 on 2 of the last 3 trading sessions. Now closing above this level is a signal inside of itself that the market is starting to turn bullish. We have a fresh triple EMA cross, our 3-day crossing over our 8-day and our 18-day predicted moving average. All of this taking place right around this 25.32 area. Now we've closed at 25.46, which is a good sign. Our neural index is up. Our predicted short, medium, and long-term differences are all pushing above the zero line. We do have a crossover on the predicted MACD, albeit still below the zero line. And our predicted RSI looks ready to break above the 60 level. We're at 59.7. So running through the main indicators to get our directional bias, we also want to make sure we're looking at those individual crossovers. Short term looks very good, medium term is excellent, and our long term crossover looks very, very good here with a lot of activity between 25 and 25.20 per share. So from here, guys, once again, we then and only then utilize the daily report. With the close of 25.46, we're looking for a minor pullback tomorrow inside of the normal daily trading range to 25.19 to pick this stock up. Then we're going after 25.69. Now, if we can break through this consolidation period right here, consolidation levels sitting right around this 25.60, 25.70, that should open up the door to a much bigger move, potentially back towards this $29, $30 per share mark. Now we do have some staggered resistance on the way up here that I will note here, but that's not until just below the $27 per share mark. So again, if we can break through this area right here based around the long-term crossover from VantagePoint, we should be able to push towards 27, and if we can break through that, again, we would then be targeting back close to the $29 per share mark.